What do we got?
We have whiskey with a twist.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm a little scared.
You should be.
How did you twist it?
I didn't do anything. I just poured it. Obviously, as you see, I drank it. So this is from the fine folks of Purcellville, Virginia, Catoctin Creek. So we recently did a live stream with their VP of Sales and Marketing, Dean Caplan. And this is like their hot new product that's going to be part of their core range.
Yep.
It's the Hot House Rye. And,
that's right.
you know, on the pod, which will come out soon, hopefully, he explained the whole process they go through with the local honey and the rye whiskey they make and the hot peppers and the infusion that they do and how Becky discovered a way to, what do you want to call it, emulsify, homogenize, whatever, so that it doesn't separate. And this is going to be, again, part of their core range. It comes out October 1st. So
I consider what she does witchcraft. I think that's pretty much what it is.
Voodoo.
Voodoo. It's the voodoo.
Do the voodoo that you do so well.
So this, you pour, I'll read a little bit.
Okay.
This is our hot honey rye.
Hot honey rye.
They're taking their beautiful pot stilled 100% rye whiskey. And they're adding 3 types of local Virginia honey, wildflower, clover, and buckwheat. And then an infusion of chili peppers to make something that's just plain amazing. Because they're using real honey, you get the aroma of honey on the nose. Because they're using real peppers, you get a little pepper, pepper flakes. You get a little pepper kick to it.
Did they say what kind of pepper it was? Was it habaneros?
I think he said it was habaneros.
Okay.
The chilies.
Okay.
They use habanero chilies.
And they used a lot. What was the concentration? Was it like, I think it was like 5 pounds of honey for like 25?
Yeah, it's like
some kind of crazy.
It's like 5 to 1 for whiskey.
It was pretty. It was pretty wild.
And they strain everything,
right?
So it maintains the consistency.
But they don't filter it
of a whiskey without having the bits of anything or the thickness or the fats of honey.
Right.
So it's.
Did I say hot house rye or did I say
you
hot
said
honey
hot
rye?
House, but it's
it's hot honey rye. My apologies, folks. My apologies.
Hot honey rye.
But yes, so we got a sneak preview of this.
We did
last night, you know, we'll talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Without giving away any spoilers.
Cheers.
You really get the honey on the nose.
Yeah, and as you get all the honey, and if they didn't tell you there were chilies in it, maybe you wouldn't get a pepper note. But mentally, I smell a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
Just because somebody told me there was pepper in there.
Yep. But you definitely get the honey, and you get a little bit of that, like the little wryness of it all. And I really like their rye. Their rye's a little different, I think, from what's coming out of MGP.
Yeah.
It's a little more like, I don't know, herbally and less sharp. It's a little different. Maybe they're using a different variety of rye. I don't know. Nothing against the MGP rye. I think that's great too. But theirs is a little different. And they do 100%.
100%. And this comes in at a 40%.
Okay.
ABV, so this is still whiskey. We're not making a cordial. It's not something that they've kind of dumbed down to be 35% or 30% or something like that. And for every bottle sold, they're going to donate $1 to local and national organizations that help conserve bees. Because they recognized bees are kind of important. We should probably keep them.
Well, no bees, no hot honey rye.
No bees, no honey. No bees, no nothing.
Nope. No fruit. No vegetables. Somebody's got to pollinate. All right. I'll say the same thing I said when we were talking to Dean. It's got like a velvety, silky mouthfeel. You know, it's not like super thick, like some of the flavored whiskeys because they got so much sugar in them.
There's no syrup to it.
No. It's just kind of smooth and silky.
But still sweet. You can still taste the honey.
Oh, absolutely.
And then it has a real nice finish on the back end.
Yeah.
And because of the pepper, it gives the impression that this is higher than a 40%.
Yeah, right. But it's not like abrasive.
No.
It's just like it's like a sweet chili tingle. You know? Wasn't that a whiskey you had? Wasn't that a society bottle? The sweet chili tingle? Yeah. Which was a great whiskey.
But this is it's really something out of the ordinary. They're making this part of their core line, and I think this is a defensive position to go up against some of the people that are making like a cinnamon whiskey or some other kind of whiskey, because this is what a whiskey lover wants to drink.
Right.
You don't want a bad cordial that they've thrown spices in.
No.
You want a well-crafted whiskey that has a lot of neat flavors to it.
I would say we've had maybe 1 or 2 flavored whiskeys that were like passable. You know, the one was the Crown Royal Vanilla, which I really liked and went really well with the cheesecake. And that's really the only one I can think of right now. And maybe we tried a couple of, like the peanut butter whiskey actually wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. And a few others.
And then some of them go a little too fruity.
Yeah,
it's
they
a
go
little
too
much
syrupy
like
sweet,
like
or
a Jolly Rancher, or a piece of candy,
like
or
somebody's apple
Yeah.
whiskey.
where you get those. This actually still tastes like whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Still delivers a flavor. You can tell from the label that there's honey and pepper in it.
Yeah.
But drinking it, you don't just taste honey and pepper.
No.
You taste a really nice,
Right.
well-crafted rye whiskey.
Yeah, no. It's really, really good. It's really, really nice. It's very surprising. It's very enjoyable.
Cocktail glass.
I would drink it just like this,
yeah.
but then we discussed there were a few different
Yeah.
things you could do. A sour would probably be pretty good with this.
I
A
think so.
sour with some mint,
Yeah.
or maybe like a whiskey smash, just to give it a little difference.
Yeah.
I don't think a highball would work. It might just kind of drown it out a little bit too much, take off the edge. But, something with some balance.
I think you could make this savory and throw some of the Boardwalk Spirit stuff into it.
Maybe you could.
A little C.
It could be a little carrot honey
little
rye.
carrot in there. Do something else.
Maybe,
with it, dress it
maybe.
up.
But
It's really good.
yeah, I really like it. I really, really enjoyed it.
And again, I don't know that we could rate this because it's not.
Yeah, it's just different. It's like so
different.
unique.
It's so out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
It takes a really good rye
Mhm.
and does some stuff to it that we like.
Yeah. So basically, it's really good.
Yeah.
And if you get to try it, if you
Yeah.
see it out and about, try it out.
And
I think it's
rather
worth
than
it.
waste time with whiskeys that aren't really whiskeys anymore, that are 30% or 35%, and it wasn't really a good whiskey to start, jump into this. This
Yeah.
is really what you want.
Absolutely.
It's delicious.
Absolutely. So thank you to Catoctin Creek and our fine friend Dean for walking us through this and joining us on the podcast. That'll be out in a couple weeks. Or you could rewatch the live stream, which is on our YouTube channel. So cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Cheers.